You guys think this is your most complete win of the season?
Trying to think back on the games. From an offensive standpoint, I'd say yes. Pitching, we're still looking for a full, complete game, but guys are pounding the zone, and that's all you can ask for. But we're obviously asking the guys to go on short rest and stuff, especially this weekend, because Meyer, I know, is down this weekend. So, yeah, that's all we can ask for. But from an offensive standpoint, I think that was one of our most complete games, just from a consistent at bats throughout the whole game, and then doing it off that kind of pitcher, setting the tone in the first inning is big. Getting a couple barrels shows the younger guys too that we can hit this guy, and yeah.
You guys scored 5 2-out runs. How much does that kind of add to the whole, this is being one of the more complete wins when you can, sort of clutch up and get those runs when you need them most?
We've been wanting that 2-out hit all year, and we just have to keep on what we've been doing, and I think it kind of came full circle tonight and showed us that we can do it, and those 2-out hits are going to start coming up more of a premium because guys are getting more comfortable later in the season. I think the guys aren't pressing as much because they've gotten a lot more at-bats under their belt, so those two out hits are going to be more comfortable, more common, I think, going forward.
Joe, how proud can you be of not just yourself, but the rest of your sophomores, redshirt or not, for the performances they had today, both like the hitters like yourself and also the pitchers that came in throughout the game in the bullpen?
Yeah, Kai Murphy, great game. He's obviously been struggling a little bit, but having a couple days off to kind of get your mind right, get things right, and kind of get your mind going again is huge, I think. And 3 hits tonight got him going on the right track. He's just got to stay there, stay within himself, and stay mature. And then Sean McLean, yeah, great game. He's starting to swing it well. I've been talking to him a lot lately too, and hitting with him a little bit extra, just trying to see where his mind's at, and he's getting going now. And then who else? Bodlovich threw really well. He always pounds the zone. It's a guy we've asked a lot of this year, and we're going to continue to ask a lot from him because we know he's a good pitcher, can hit locations. And then Luck did a great job tonight. Obviously, that was huge to get those innings to start the weekend because we know we're short Meyer, like I said, so big time.
Joe, you mentioned the type of pitcher you guys were facing today a little bit earlier. You guys pounced on him pretty early in that first go-around. Is that something you guys are emphasizing, just trying to hit him early in your first go-around?
Yeah, especially a Pac-12 Friday guy, I think, is if you can set the tone, like myself at the top of the order, if I can set the tone with a good at-bat to start the game, I think that speaks volumes big time. If I can get a barrel or put together a good at-bat because guys feed off that, and from an offensive standpoint, so I pride myself on being ready every single time to lead off that game. So.
Kyle, what was the mindset like after third inning going into the fourth? That was your only real rough frame of the night, but you came back. Things were relatively smooth for the rest of the way.
Yeah, it was nice having the lead early. Offense picked me up huge early, so definitely more comfortable pitching with the lead. Just couldn't give up the big inning, so giving up 1 or 2 there was fine. Thought I did a good job of handling it, and they made some good at-bats and put up a few, but still kept us in the game.
Do you feel like you had everything going tonight, the full arsenal?
To an extent, yeah. Felt like I had my pitches. Changeup wasn't quite there, but made some adjustments with it, and I think that set up some of my other pitches. But yeah, felt good tonight.
How much mental confidence did it give you seeing your teammates really score in runs early on to give you that early boost, just early on in the game, just trying to build that momentum?
Yeah, it's huge. Pitching with the lead's a lot different than pitching behind. When our offense goes out there and scores early, like Lampe was saying, putting up a good at bat in the first, we talk about throwing that first punch, and that's huge, and especially in a Friday game, facing good pitchers, and feel really good, take pride in keeping us there and keeping that lead.
How do you like throwing to Campos?
I like throwing to Campos. He's a he's a really good player. Only a freshman, obviously. Just turned 18 not too long ago. He's going to be a really good player and really smart mind too. He was seeing some things back there where he called a different pitch instead of what the coach was calling, and because he's seeing some things. So really smart player and love throwing to him. He's a competitor back there.
This was the third time you pitched into the 7th or into the 8th this time. Obviously you couldn't get that first out, but how did it feel just to be able to have that sort of trust, to be able to, have Willie tell you, okay, I need you back out there, I need you to, go and get this guy for me, especially with, as Joe alluded to earlier, with some absences this weekend, how big is that again to kind of just get those extra innings and sort of save the bullpen the rest of the way?
Yeah, I mean, feels good, obviously. Being able to pick up our bullpen a little bit, take some weight off of them this weekend. Gonna have an important weekend from our bullpen, so it was cool being able to pick them up and go as deep as I could. So that's always nice, being able to help them out. I'll compete for as long as I need to.
Clearly, going into the 8th inning, I mean, you had a very good quality start, but what did you see from them that you could tell your other pitchers that are in line to pitch the rest of the weekend?
I mean, solid hitting team. I think that could have executed some pitches better. I think they'll get themselves out though, and got to respect some of their better hitters, I think. But there's a lot of outs in that lineup, and just got to pound the zone against those guys and not beat ourselves. And I think we're gonna have 2 more good games.
You got Beavers out 4 times tonight. Did you put any special emphasis on him? Anything different than the rest of the lineup?
I mean, Hurdy's a good hitter. I don't really care who's in the box, to be honest. So, I mean, I was battling just like any other lefty, I guess. So, made some good pitches, and especially in the 7th there, that was a fun at bat. Showed some emotion there, so that was a fun strikeout.
The call to go curveball on 3-2 was that you shaking off Campos because you wanted that pitch, or did you guys
So
say
that was
what you
actually
wanted?
Campos overriding our pitching coach. So really smart call by him.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was great. As soon as he put it down, I was ready to go. So
Yeah.
that was fun.
I want to go back to Joe. Now you can now have more extra base hits at this point this year than all of last year. What does that say about the work you put in over the offseason to really improve yourself for this 2022 season?
Yeah, in the weight room is the first thing, and then just from kind of unlocking stuff in my swing, I'd say I've never really had separation in my swing, and I knew that was kind of the missing piece in my game. And to kind of feel that before the season started and be able to control pretty much my body and having that separation and be more consistent in my swing to create more power. And then obviously just working on flexibility with my body. I think I do a consistent routine every day. It's all about routine with my body, and just the flexibility, the combination of flexibility and then feeling that mechanical, I guess you can call it mechanical adjustment, and then in the weight room that's the combination that happened over the last season.
Kyle, this is your 4th win of the season. You're now 4-1. Coming to ASU, did you envision this season going the way it's been, or what were your expectations then, and how do they measure up now?
I mean, 100%. Expect a lot out of myself every outing. So I think I've been throwing the ball well. Can still do better. I mean, it's all about picking up the team and getting wins. So not too worried about how I'm doing. I'm just gonna go out and give the team my best effort and compete. No matter if I have my best stuff, my worst stuff, I'm gonna compete every time.
In what areas do you feel you've most improved up to this point?
I think honestly, probably my off speed for strikes. Been throwing that a lot more. Brought my curveball back. I didn't have that last year, so that's been a good pitch this year. Really complements my curveball and my slider and my fastball. So, but yeah, I'd say my off speed's kind of helped my fastball play better, and like I said, always will go out and compete.
For either of you guys, some big conference games coming up here at home, starting off the weekend the right way. I guess what's the mindset? I know moving forward now, the big chance to get back into the standings in the Pac-12.
Just taking every day like it's a one game season. That's pretty much it. 1 game season.
Yeah.
Take care of what you got to do.
I think we got to get some momentum and start stringing together a few good wins. obviously trying to take every series, mix in a sweep. So I mean, we got to start winning and kind of getting to crunch time. So we're gonna get it rolling.
You've had a lot of day starts this season, pitching on a Friday night. Any preference? Do you like pitching at night?
I mean, Muni's a tough spot to pitch in during the day. Ball really goes. Joe likes it, but yeah. I mean, it's nice pitching at night. Ball doesn't travel too far, but I mean, take the ball any day. Don't really care.